Hello my friends, and welcome to my channel Elevate Your Existence, where I use this platform to talk about all things eye related and also to talk about things motivational and inspirational. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts on the power of empathy, how it's impacted my life and how you can use it to really improve the way that you live and have relationships with just about anyone. As I'm sure you've probably heard, walk a mile in someone else's shoes or see things from my point of view. That's what empathy is. Being able to take yourself outside of your own mind, your own thoughts, your own opinions, even for a brief moment, to try to understand what someone else is going through and try to see the world through their eyes. See what I did there? Now, empathy is a very powerful concept, and what I want to share with you is how I believe empathy can be used to really improve every aspect of your life. It can make you a better business person, it can make you a better spouse, it can make you a better parent, it can even make you better when you're going to the grocery store. Imagine you're at the grocery store getting your groceries, you're in a rush to get home, you have kids at home waiting for dinner to be made, and you just want to hurry up and get things going so you can get on home and be done with your day. And all of a sudden the cashier is giving you an attitude. Now, most times you would say, well, I don't deserve this attitude, why are they doing that? And you'll get an attitude right back. The whole situation escalates, and next thing you know, you leave in a bad mood. Instead, think to yourself, I wonder what could have gone on in this person's day to give them the attitude that they're having now. Even asking them a simple question like, how's your day going so far? It'll probably change their whole mood. Because when someone feels like you're actually reaching out to try and understand how they're feeling, it's going to completely change the way they look at you and interact with you. And it's going to help to improve the relationship that you have, even with a stranger. And I can almost guarantee you, it's going to completely change the way you do just about everything. It's going to change the way that you interact with people everywhere you go. Because when you can understand how someone else is feeling and be able to put yourself in their position, you now take whatever they're going through into consideration when you respond to how they're dealing with you. And most times, when you do that, you can not only make yourself feel better, but you can actually turn their day around too. The reason why empathy is so important is because we all have a basic need, a basic desire to be heard, to be seen, and to be understood. And when we feel like that's not happening, we lash out in all sorts of ways. People can get angry, they can get upset. There's so many situations, and I'm sure you've probably been in them yourself, where just a simple word, a simple touch on the shoulder, a simple look can completely change the outcome of a situation because somebody feels like you're truly understanding and hearing them. And I don't want you to confuse empathy with sympathy. Although they sound very similar, they are actually two very different things. Empathy is your ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and try to understand how they're thinking and how they're feeling so that you can communicate with them better. Sympathy, on the other hand, is defined as feelings of pity and sorrow for someone else's misfortune. When you think about sympathy, it's usually more associated with a negative feeling. Like, I feel sorry for that person, for what they're going through or what happened to them. If you're inside of a nice warm house and you see somebody standing outside in the rain, you would feel sympathy for them. As an optometrist, I utilize empathy every single day. And it's one of the things that I think helps me be the best doctor that I can be. When I walk into an exam room, I need to understand what my patient is feeling, what they're thinking, and what they're expecting from me in order to make sure that I'm maximizing their experience. When they tell me that, oh, I'm seeing blurry, doc, and I don't know what's going on, my ability to understand what they're thinking and what they're feeling is what helps me to point them in the right direction of what they're going to need in order to feel better or see better. And that empathy is what people often refer to as your bedside manner. So when you go to see the doctor and they walk in the room, they don't shake your hand, they don't say hello, they just ask you, what are you here for? You can automatically sense that lack of empathy. It doesn't matter when or where. Empathy allows you to have a much better ability to communicate with whoever it is that you're talking to. Because by having more empathy, not only will you take yourself out of your own perspective, you're going to understand what somebody else is thinking or feeling, and it's going to help make the conversation much more constructive. If I'm having a discussion with someone and they're trying to give me their point of view and I'm trying to give them my point of view, and neither one of us takes the time to understand where the other person is coming from, we'll never get anywhere. When you have empathy, life is much easier because you'll understand that most times people are never really as angry or as sad or as disrespectful or as rude as you really think they are. Many times situations happen because of a miscommunication or a misunderstanding. And empathy allows you to take a step back and understand what's really happening in front of you so that you can deal with it more effectively and maintain your own happiness as well as keeping other people happy at the same time. Empathy is what allows me at my own office to deal with the problems of my patients every single day. It allows me to troubleshoot situations that could turn into a really nasty situation if I were to stay grounded in my own point of view. By having that empathy and allowing myself to feel what somebody else is feeling, or put myself in someone else's shoes and think what they might actually be going through, it allows me to understand why they're upset. So if you take a look at any of the situations that you deal with on a regular basis, you'll realize that a little bit more empathy could go a long way to improving your relationships. Thank you for joining me here at Elevate Your Existence, where we aim to change the way we see the world. My name is Dr. Bradley Austin. As always, it's a pleasure to share my thoughts and opinions with you guys, as well as my knowledge of the eyes. I would love to hear from you guys about how empathy has helped you in your own life, or maybe even a scenario where a little bit more empathy could have changed things for the better. Thank you for joining me, and please like, comment, and subscribe. Click that notification button so that you can be aware of any new content that comes out. And if you gained anything from this video, please share it with your friends and family so they can enjoy it as well.